Good morning, everyone. Morning. Welcome, Roomers and Zoomers, to Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Kathleen Osborne, and I'm your worship associate today. Today, I'm joined by Beth Syverson, our Director of Music Ministries, and welcoming you this morning. Karen Magoon Pearson, our Director of Religious Education, is holding classes for our children at Estancia Park. Our minister, Reverend Sean Wilshire, is not in the pulpit today, but she does have a special message for you.
Hello, Roomers and Zoomers. So I'm away this week, but my spirit is with you. For those of you who are new to the church, maybe you're just checking us out or curious about Unitarian Universalism, welcome. Glad you're here. You are in for a treat. This is a wonderful, friendly, fabulous, just all-around spectacular community. I hope you can get to know them because it can be kind of tough to get to know a new community. But here's the thing, just hang in there, join in one of the activities, and before long, you'll get to know people, and then this becomes your church. Well, today we've planned a wonderful service for you, just blending music and word to bring together a helpful and hope-filled message. We hope it will feed your soul. So without further ado, let's go.
We have a big thanks to all of our wonderful volunteers that we do for long rehearsals back here, of working behind the scenes, and making all of this possible. So they're wonderful and such wonderful people to work with, and they're so talented. So let's give them a hand. Today we have something different for all of you folks. This morning's service will be formatted a little differently than usual. Once or twice a year, our wonderful Director of Music Ministries, Beth Syverson, puts together a Music Sunday. And today is one of those special services, so y'all are in for a treat today. If you're visiting or new to our church, don't worry. Next week we'll go back to regular sermon. But oh no, music! Oh dang! It's it's really fun. We respectfully recognize that our church property rests on Hatchiman and Tongva land. As Unitarian Universalists, we have many different beliefs, but we are one loving community. Together, we covenant that whatever our beliefs, we accept one another and encourage each other in spiritual growth. We affirm that all life has an inherent value and that all existence is interconnected. We strive for justice and compassion in our deeds and relationships, and we are committed to creating a welcoming community without regard to the traits that sometimes divide people. To our roomers that are present today, I ask you to please silence your cell phones, and I will give you a moment now if you wish to do that. But we might be good. And for our Zoomers, we invite you to say hello and chat. How coffee is today, how the weather is, how traffic is, though you'd be at home, so walking to the computer traffic. And today, because of our current circumstances, when we have our beautiful songs appearing on the screen here, roomers are invited to sway with the music, while Zoomers can, of course, sing along. I know it's very, very tempting to sing. They're very wonderful. We're going to have wonderful music today, but we have to sway. We can't sing along, I'm very sorry to say, but we will let you know when we can sing again. I'd like to extend a special welcome to visitors. If you're seeking a spiritual home, we hope that you'll find it here. Later in the service, we have an opportunity for you to introduce yourself if you'd like to do so. Let our worship begin with the lighting of our chalice as we say our unison affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. To dwell together in peace, seek truth and love, firm together.
Good morning, everyone. In this morning's service, we're going to reflect upon all the things we've learned trying to keep music going during the last 18 months when we couldn't sing together in the same room. Our opening song was written by UU composer Amanda Udis Kessler shortly after the quarantine began, And when many churches around the world were trying to figure out how to do online services, and we were not together in the same room anymore. We first sang this song in April of last year, and I think the words still ring true today. So even though now we are moved to hybrid services, so half of us are here in Daniels Hall and half of us are on Zoom. If you're a Zoomer, please sing along. Roomers, please rise in body or spirit and sway along to our opening song, We Are Gathered. We are gathered in the Spirit, though our bodies are apart, filled with joy and touched with wonder, separate hands but mingled hearts, giving thanks and singing praises for the love that calls us on from our many different places. We are gathered into one. We are gathered in our sorrow. We are gathered in our fear, in our pain and in our worry, in our anger and our tears. As we turn to one another with our gifts and with our care. Our community is strengthened through the faith and hope we share. We are gathered in commitment to a planet that is whole. Works of justice, acts of kindness, bless the world and heal our souls. As our voices join together, may our song of peace resound. May we offer in abundance all the grace that we have found.
This morning's call to worship is by Elizabeth A. Parrish. Come ye into this house of worship. Come in and find peace and rest, inspiration and aspiration, fellowship and love. Come in and find light in your darkness, a friend's touch for your loneliness, and music for your soul. Come in and let your heart sing for all the blessings that are yours this day. Amen.
As I'm sure you know by now, singing is one of the riskiest activities to do during COVID because of the large quantity of air exchanged. You might have heard the story of the 122-member community choir in the state of Washington that rehearsed on March 10th, 2020, and a few days later, 53 of them tested positive for COVID, 3 were hospitalized, and 2 died. That was terrifying for me as a choir director to hear. Soon after that happened, scientists realized that the virus was spread through droplets in the air, and we all started masking up, keeping our distance, and staying home if at all possible. We all modified our normal mode of living, and musicians had to figure out a new way to make music. March 15th, 2020 was the last time a group of singers sang together in this room. At OCUUC, we quickly shifted to all Zoom services, which is not amenable to group music making. It's horrible trying to sing together. So music for worship was limited to pre-recorded videos or soloists performing live from their home, or family members if they all lived in the same house together. Ibanez says. Orange Coast Choir has been rehearsing on Zoom since then. Here's a photo of a recent rehearsal. We call it a rehearsal, but it's more like a support group because we can't hear each other sing. This past spring, we had a few months of hybrid choir rehearsals in our courtyard, masked and distanced, until the Delta variant put the kibosh on that too. For the past 18 months, the choir has only been able to perform through virtual choir videos, with each person recording their own voice alone with a guide track in their headphones. It's an isolating and vulnerable process, ask any of the choir members, but they have made it work. This morning's service is like a love song to the choir and all the musicians in the church, plus all the editors and the tech people that have enabled us to continue singing and making music for the last 18 months, though not in the same room together. One good thing that has come out of this quarantine experience is that we now have a treasure trove full of videos that we've made. So I've created a compilation of my favorite videos so you can watch our musical evolution in chronological order. If you're a roomer, please sway along or clap along if you are so moved, but Zoomers, feel free to sing along if you know any of the songs. Things we've learned creating music for worship in the time of COVID-19. We can pivot.
Hi there. Welcome to our very first live service. Come on in. You're gonna see, looks a little bit bare, but I know that you're all out there, so come on in and see all the wonderful people who are here to give you a wonderful service. Who's that?
Welcome to our very first online worship service at Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. It is a brave new world, and we are here to navigate it together.
We can use laughter to help us get through tough times.
Come wash your hands with me. Come wash your hands with me. Come wash your hands with me, that we can have peace of mind.
We can cherish the times we sang together. We can adjust.
Good morning, everyone. I want to encourage you all to sing. This is a participatory part of the service. Whenever you see lyrics on the screen, that means we want you to sing along. We're going to sing, everybody muted except for me, but please do not make this a performance about me. I want it to be about you all, and you'll be able to see each other, moving your mouths and enjoying worship together. Sing with your joy, and we can't hear you, so we don't care if you don't sound perfect. So, all right, we're gonna start with a song we've sung for years and years at our church. We'll sing it a little bit differently today. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. All right, you all. Don't be afraid of some change. Things might be different. Don't be afraid of some change. Today, even still, will be a joy.
We can record solos from home.
We are standing on the shoulders of the ones who came before us. They are saints and they are humans. They are angels, they are friends. We can see beyond the struggles and the troubles and the challenge when we know that by our efforts things will be better in the end.
We can record the whole choir from home.
Make us where we are a sanctuary, each made holy, loved right through, with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary anew.
We can continue creating new songs.
Many different beating hearts, one loving people, many different walks of faith, one loving sanctuary, many different roads to truth, one loving open home, many different beliefs, one loving community.
We can tell stories with music and images.
And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will I tell her story? Can I show you what I'm proudest of? The orphanage. I established the first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I helped to raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up. In their eyes I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell my story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time.
We can be creative. We can all ring the singing bowl. We can worship everywhere.
When I was a boy each week, on Sunday we would go to church.
pay attention to the priest, and he would read the holy word and concentrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now.
We can do the impossible. We can be flexible with traditions. We can create a special send-off online.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. We hate to see you leave our pretty sight.
We can make the world a better place.
I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. The little girl who never smiles, 'cause I got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I'm that kid on every playground who's always chosen last. I'm the one who's slower than the others in my class. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me.
We can create meditative moments. We can listen to Black lives.
But you were knocking me back down on my knees. Lord, there've been times that I thought I could last for long. Now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, he will.
We can ask big questions.
Everybody's wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody's worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say once you're gone forever. Some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if sinful ways you lack. Some say they're coming back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. Think I'll just let the mystery be.
We can have fun making choir videos.
If you walk, then you can dance, you can dance. If you walk, then you can dance, you can dance. If you walk, then you can dance, you can dance. If you walk, then you can dance, you can dance.
If you can walk, you can dance.
Yes, you can dance.
If you can talk, you can sing. If you can walk, then you can dance.
Then you can
Talk, then you can sing. And you can
Walk, then you can dance.
dance.
Yes, you can sing. If you can walk, then you can dance.
We can all learn to edit videos.
There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. Yes, a new world coming, the one we had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. Sing your own special song, make your own kind of music.
We can work together to create and share beautiful art.
For everyone born, a place at the table. For everyone born, clean water and bread. A shelter, a space, a safe place for growing. For everyone born, a star overhead. And love will delight when we are creators of justice and joy, compassion and peace. Yes, love will delight when we are creators of justice and joy.
We can collaborate with people from other faiths. we can celebrate winter solstice in new ways.
We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. Wandering in the deep of the night, 1,000 birds take flight, and our dreams are born on the wings of change. We are weaving the world tonight. Summer holds her breath, life comes new from death.
We can still enjoy our Christmas traditions. We can tell old stories in creative new ways.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, of us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today.
We can use images to make a song even more powerful.
In 1957, deputies broke into a classroom at Highlander Folk School, where they were teaching union and civil rights training. They cut the power and forced the students to lie in the dark as they smashed up the classrooms looking for communist literature. The trembling students on the floor began singing, "We shall overcome. We shall overcome." One of the students was a 13-year-old girl named Jamila Jones. In order to control her fear, she made up a new verse to the song, which the students sang for 2 hours until the men left their school and left them alone.
We are not afraid today.
In the 1960s, a young black quartet called the Freedom Singers carried the tune and the hopeful words with them as they traveled around the United States, singing for peace and freedom.
I know we shall overcome. I know we shall overcome someday.
We can keep hope alive.
On the day we are together again. On the day we are together again. I will pull you in close like a hoop with no end. On the day we are together again.
We will share the same table again. We will share the same table again. I'll pass you the salt.
The candlelight will bend when we eat at the same table again.
We can all be the light.
There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. There is always light. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to shine our eyes in the dark of night. Christ is here, we will. There's always light. There's always light. We are ready to see it. There's always light. There's always light. Now are you ready to be it? To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night. Christ is here, we will. There's always light. There's always light. There's always light. There's always light. Be the light.
We can still have fun. We can all sing together.
There's honey in the rock for all God's children. Honey in the rock, honey in the rock. There's honey in the rock for all God's children. Feed every child of God.
There's honey in the rock for all God's children. Honey in the rock, honey in the rock. There's honey in the rock for all God's children. Feed every child of God.
We can bring poetry to life.
This is the garden, colors come and go. Frail azure fluttering from night's outer wing.
We can strengthen our commitment to justice.
A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and tips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
We can grieve together.
Oh, my heart, carry me through this world of dark and light. In my grief, let me hear, grant me peace. In my joy, let me soar as a hawk in azure sky. Healing heart, my ever friend, carry me.
We can always sing. I'm going to sing our returning song live with you all. But before I lead that, I would like to offer my sincere thanks and respect and love to all the musicians, editors, and tech crew who have maintained our musical lifeline this many months. If you participated in any way in any of the music the last and since COVID started, please wave your hand on Zoom or in the room, and the rest of us will give you a big round of applause. I'm so impressed with all of you for your courage, your hard work, your flexibility, and for sharing your musical talents with all of us under the most difficult circumstances. There's one person I'd like to thank particularly. I don't usually single people out, but Steve Morihiro has done exceptional work this whole ordeal. He's on Zoom. Everyone's looking around for you in the room here, Steve, because you're always back there. But he's on Zoom today, running the Zoom MC job. I'd just like to list a few of the things that he's done over the last 18 months. First, he helped the congregation get on Zoom in the early days. You might have been one of those recipients of his help on the computer. He was our first Zoom MC, taking care of all the behind-the-scenes Zooming details during the services. He edited many of the videos we presented, and he always checked my videos for errors or audio issues. He researched and set up and the miking for the hybrid choir rehearsals we did out in the courtyard that enabled us to hear and see each other on Zoom and in the courtyard. He headed up the hybrid worship services tech team. He researched all the equipment we need, ordered it all, set it all up, made user manuals, trained all of us, and he continues to tweak the equipment and the systems as we go along. I love having engineers in the congregation. It's amazing. We literally would not be able to have hybrid services today like we're doing without the work Steve has done and continues to do. So he's our Zoom MC today. He's up there. Please give Steve the warmest thank you with a round of applause. Yay. For our returning song, I want to use our latest new equipment, a loop pedal that allows me to sing rounds all by myself. And on the screen is all the technology that goes into using this looper, which is that little blue box in the center. Steve and Tracy figured out how to make this work with help from Phil Chipman too. And thank you for setting this all up. It takes a long time to set up all this equipment, but it's pretty fun to be able to sing rounds with myself. So please sing or sway along with me. May your life be as a song. May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. The stars ever dancing. May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. The stars ever dancing. May your life be as a song, ever dancing with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. The stars. May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May the life be as a song. May your life be as a song. May your life be as a song. May your life be as a song.
All right. Unitarian Universalist congregations are fully self-supporting, meaning that members and friends raise all funds for the operating budget, ministries, and programs of the church. We are ever grateful for your gifts of time, treasure, and talent. OCUC amplifies that spirit of generosity by sharing one half of the plate we receive with an organization that shares our values. This month, we are supporting Laura's House. This organization provides essential, life-changing care and safety to those who experience domestic abuse. COVID-19 has changed our landscape of life, and even more so for those stuck in difficult and scary situations at home. As music has given us comfort and safety, let us provide that same comfort and safety back. Thank you. There are multiple ways in which you can support this church and this organization. You can mail a check, you can go through our website, use an app now called Vanco Mobile, or if you are a roommate here today, you can place your offering in a basket as you leave the service today. The choice is yours. All the information is on our website should you need it. And now, as you might have noticed as they were moving outside, for the first time since March 15th, 2020, a vocal quartet will be singing together at the same time in the same place right now. Just outside our windows here, so you can look out and see our wonderful people. As always, thank you for your generosity as this special offering is given and received.
Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum,
where we ought
Om
to be.
Mani Padme Hum,
And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend will not be a ashamed to turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be peace. How sweet the sound that saved ourselves in a place like thee, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. I once was lost, Mani Padme Hum, but now I am found.
Mani Padme Hum.
Was
Mani
done,
Padme Hum.
but now
Mani Padme Hum.
I turn,
Mani Padme Hum.
Om
Mani Padme
give
Mani Padme
Hum,
for this precious day. Mani Padme for all gathered here, and the sorrow away. For this time we share with love and care. Mani Padme for this precious day. Mani Padme Mani we give thanks. Mani Padme Mani we give thanks. Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme Mani Padme
It is so wonderful to hear live music again in these halls. Let's give them another round of applause. Please join in singing or swaying along with We Gather Together, a song written by our own very Linda Kramer and Stacy Smith that puts our intentions into words, expresses our gratitude for the many gifts we share.
We gather together, we gather as one, for peace, love, and justice for everyone. We give from our hearts to show that we care. We can change lives with what we share.
Now is a time when we honor the important events in our lives. You are invited, one and all, whether you're a member, a friend, or a visitor, whether you're a roomer or zoomer, to participate in our weekly ritual of joys and sorrows. Perhaps you come here today holding something close to your heart, moments from the last days or hours that have struck you at your core. If you'd like to honor such a profound joy or sorrow, you are invited to do so now. I would also like to invite Lori Klugli, one of our pastoral care team members, up here to join me. She'll be lighting the candles for you. If you are a roomer and haven't yet placed your joy or sorrow in a basket, you can do so now. An usher will pick up the basket in a moment. If you are a zoomer, you can write your joy or sorrow in the chat, or simply write, "Please light a candle for me," if you prefer not to share the details. I also ask you, if you're on Zoom, to wait to respond to joys and sorrows. This is my first time doing hybrid joys and sorrows, so I thank you for your patience if I goof up. Let us take a few moments in a spirit of silence as Beth plays some music and the ushers retrieve the baskets. a joy and a sorrow from Dolly. The celebration of her son 56th birthday on October 8th. He was a joy while he was alive and a sorrow since death. This is a joy from my father, Dale Osborne. My dear daughter, Catherine, an amazing person and thankful for her work as a research associate and so proud of you. Thank you, Dad. And a sorrow from Margaret Priver, a sorrow for the oil spill ecological disaster on our beach and wetlands. I support the Feinstein bill that would prohibit new oil leasing in our West Coast waters. Oh, it's from Peggy Rivers, my apologies. And a candle of gratitude from Marilyn Giss. All those who participated in the flu clinic yesterday. A total of 51 vaccines were given, 20 to seniors, and 31 of the regular vaccines. A big thank you to OCUC volunteers and Concordia University nursing students. It's amazing. And some joys and sorrows from our chat. From Angie Anderson, a thank you for the beautiful music at church during the pandemic. A thank you from Anne Ryan of a thank you so much, Marilyn Giss, for the flu shot clinic. And from Marilyn McConaughey, singing is such a joy. Thank you, Beth, for making all the church music possible. Oh, I missed a line, but as I read these out loud, Lori will have lit a candle for you. Please hold each of these joys and sorrows in your heart, silently offering healing or celebration as you feel called and according to your own beliefs. Let us hold and love all the joys and celebrations and all the hurts and sadnesses, both spoken and silent. Let our joys remind us to be thankful, our concerns remind us to hope, and our sorrows remind us to connect. Let all these moments remind us that we are not alone. And now, Lori will come up here and read us a prayer.
Let's take a few deep breaths. Breathe in peace, breathe out love. Spirit of love and light, may we use our voices for kindness, our ears for compassion. May we use our hands for charity, our minds for truth, and our hearts for love. Bless all that is, bless all who are. Amen.
Let us join, my voice. Let us join together as we extinguish the flame of our chalice and say together, we extinguish our chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you for joining us this morning. We are a congregation made of people who all believe differently. And yet, when we gather together, whether we are in the room or on Zoom, we make up one loving community. We need not think alike to love alike. If you are a guest, a visitor, or someone who hasn't yet been known to us, I invite you to become a part of this beloved community, even if just for today. We encourage you to either write in the chat or stand for a brief moment and tell us your name and where you're from. I'm not sure if we have any visitors today. Check. Oh, and I missed a joy and sorrow from Francie Coleman. Thinking of my son who would have turned 52 this past September 30th. Mrs. Smiles and dear self. We're thinking of you, Francie. If you'd like to know more about our church, including programming for our youth and children, please contact us at hello@ocuc.org, and we'll help you get connected. In addition, we invite you to sign up for our weekly email called The Blast at blast@ocuc.org. We want everyone to feel a part of this beloved community, so please reach out and we will help you get connected. After the service, we have a short period where everyone, Roomers and Zoomers alike, can wave and say hello and welcome any visitors. The Zoomers who remain will be placed into Zoom breakout groups for 20 minutes. We invite you to check in and get to know people in your group. And you could also say hello over here, all of our wonderful Zoomers, and wave and say hello. Okay, this is one of my favorite things to do. I love doing announcements, so we're doing announcements. Okay, so we always have some wonderful things happening. I have some already announcements I will say on here, but we have wonderful groups. We have fiction book group on the 5th of October. Sorry, I cannot read dates. Today we have atheists, humanists, and agnostics. Sorry, can't say that right, at 12 noon. And then an all-church event today on 16th. Sorry, like I said, cannot read dates. And a picnic at Estancia Park. And some announcements. Our sermon discussion groups are here. Sermon discussion groups meet twice a month in small groups to discuss topics raised in the previous Sunday's service. It's a great way to get to know people, and we encourage everyone to be in one. But you have to sign up for them. That is a very important part to it. Lori Kluge is one of our facilitators here today to help you sign up if you haven't already. And Lori, can you raise your hand so people know? Go talk to her if you would like to join a discussion group. And if you're interested in learning more about Unitarian Universalism or this church or becoming a member, you're invited to sign up for the Exploring OCUC class next Saturday, October 9th at 10 a.m. And I'll say it again, Saturday, October 9th at 10 a.m. because I speak fast. 9? It's 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Either on Zoom or in person here at church. Simply reach out to hello@ocuc.org for more information and to sign up. And one last announcement from me today. Today's service was my last as official worship associate, for now, as I take on my senior year of high school. I've been honored to get to work up here and learn how to do public speaking, and I've made a lot of progress. And working on Zoom. And I thank you all for your encouragement and kind words. It really means a lot. I have a few thanks. I want to thank Reverend Sean for asking me, a then anxious 16-year-old who speaks very fast, to speak up in front of people and work with guest speakers and do emails, which I'm not very good at. And I want to thank my dad for all of his advice, as he was a worship associate before too, and driving me to places, and all the support that he gives. So thank you, Dad. I also want to thank my girlfriend unfortunately, she lives in Colorado, but she's been a huge cheerleader for me and doing this because I always get jitters beforehand. So thank you, Kayla. I'm sure it won't be long before I'm here to pitch in again. I'm not disappearing. I'm just focusing on senior year, so thank you all. And now for another announcement, Jolyn Ibanez will come and make an announcement about the auction.
I know that live events have been as rare as unicorn sightings. So I'm here to tell you that we're going to see a lot more unicorns coming up this year. That's up to you guys. So what I want to tell you about is that we're having a live auction. We're changing it a little bit. We're going to be in the courtyard only, so it'll be outside. We're going to be following all of the church's protocols, including being vaccinated, wearing masks, and staying. We're not too sure if we're going to have the seating separated. We'll see more about that later. But we're going to be following whatever rules we need to follow. And that brings up what the theme is. And this year we're going with the Peanuts theme of, it's the Great Auction Charlie Brown. So Snoopy here, right? Yay! I already have an inside track on something that might be auctioned off that may be Peanuts related. because we have some inside tracks here at the church, which is really cool, with the Charles Schultz family. Yay! So that's exciting. That's a little tease for you. There are a couple other things I wanted to mention. There are going to be 2 different ways of inputting items this year. Because we did the auction last year only online, we realized that was a really good way to incorporate people that are not as comfortable being in the room with us or even being in the courtyard with us. So for those people, or people who are far flung, all of you Zoomers out there, we have people that just don't get down to this church and are in other states even, but still want to contribute to auction as they did last year. So we're going to keep that going. So on our online auction elements, those will be all items, things. And for the live auction, that will be all events and things to do. And that's going to be our way of getting back together with each other. Now, we have a lot of new members and friends out there who've never been involved in an auction at all, or who only did the online version last year. So when we come here and have an event here, it's a party. We have a great time. We have food, we have wine, we have music, we have bidding off of lots of fabulous events that we can share with each other and get to spend more time with each other, which we so sorely missed over the last year and a half, right? Yeah. So come to me and to Tom and to different members of the group. We'll be over at like little tables that have big auction signs on them, and you can ask us questions. When it comes time to start inputting items, which will be next week, we're going to guide you through that process so that you know where to put what kind of items you are offering, okay? And any questions you might have about that, we're here for you. But what we want is fabulous items like wine tastings and this and that, and gourmet dinners, and you could take us on a slideshow through trips you've taken. There's a cookbook that we just put together, right? A cookbook with ideas in it, right? Well, why don't somebody who offered an item in a cookbook could offer to cook that item as a sample, right? So it's all up to you guys what you want to do. But come to us, we'll give you some great ideas. Okay? And we're looking forward to it, and it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be on November 13th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon rather than an evening event. So we're pushing it earlier in the day since we're going to be outside. We don't want to be chilly. And I may or may not have cute little Linus blankets to disperse to you guys to keep you warm. Thank you.
So at the end of each service, since COVID started, we've been singing this song written by Yu from somewhere in the Midwest. And it's a wonderful little chorus. We've been singing the chorus this whole year, but it has verses. So I thought I'd sing the verses in between you all singing the choruses today. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. To my loved ones and relations, with me in spirit every day, and to neighbors I have not yet met, close to home or far away. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. To my friends who make music, sharing joy both far and wide, and to all those who we depend on, to teach, to heal, and to guide. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. And to all who hear this message, to a stranger, to a friend, here's an embrace of music until we meet again. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. Be safe, be well, you mean the world to me. And now this service is over. Let our service continue.